Hi guys, how are you doing? So today I was supposed to post day 3 of emotional mastery. I did the work, but I didn't have the time to film actually. So I might film 2 videos today. Who knows? We'll see. So yesterday was really a crazy day. I had a lot of wonderful manifestations coming up exactly one day after I worked out my fears. And I'm going to do a separate video for that. But those manifestations were beautiful. But at the end of the day, I felt very much triggered by a lot of things. But the main thing that always comes back for me is that I get insanely angry for being criticized. Um, it's not something I want, it's something I try to hide, I try to control, but the anger is just palpable. You can just tell, you can just feel that I'm angry. And I try to control myself. I try to maintain my face, my mimics, my voice. I try to control everything, but then it just flows out of me in waves, even if I try my hardest best to not show it. I know that that people can feel it. I become very defensive, and I've done self work for such a long time, and this is a thing that keeps recurring. This is a thing that well, my husband told me yesterday. I love you, but this is the one thing that keeps on coming back. You do not take criticism well. And I've been working so much on this, and I just don't get why it keeps coming back. Why it's something that I just can't seem to get over. And so yesterday I contemplated it. I was thinking, okay, what is this feeling? Why am I feeling this way? And I just know that whenever I get criticized, I get stuck here at my chest and I feel something stuck in my throat and my chest. And it's like a gaping wound. And so I thought, okay, let's sit with this. What is this freaking gaping wound that I continuously feel? It's like it's open, it's pulsing, and I feel the blood just go straight to my head, and it's just, what is this about? Because, as a splenic manifestor, I feel a lot of things very physically in my body. And I was thinking, okay, what is this about? And so I thought, why not dive into the gene keys and look at my core wound? Because I feel like it's something there. It's something that has been present in me for forever, and I can't explain where it comes from. So I thought, I'm going to look there in the core wound. And so in the core wound of my Gene Keys Golden Path, there is Gene Key 21. That is my core wound. And this core wound, this shadow of the core wound, has everything to do about control. And that's like the story of my life. I try to control everything. I try to control the way I present myself. I try to control my processes. I try to control my way of working. And I pretty much do it very unconsciously because I try to stay in my feminine and I try to be open. But there's this part of me that is really unyielding. Like, I unconsciously go against change. I unconsciously go against anything that tells me that I have to change, even though actively I'm like, yeah, I'm all for change. I want to do this. But unconsciously, there's always this resistance of protection, this resistance of holding back. I'm going to stay with my processes. And so I was thinking back on this, and recently I had received some very constructive criticism about how to change the way I make my human design reports. And it was in the way I used words. And it's very common language that is used in human design, language that often comes back. And I already feel like I have adapted it to myself and that I've changed the language a lot. But I still received some criticism about it being too narrow. It was about the fact that I said that human design manifestors are somehow leaders, are somehow people not leaders like projectors, but that we want to initiate things and that we don't like being told what to do. But for me, leading is all about is all about leading life, becoming a leader of your own life. It doesn't mean that you have to lead a whole team or you have to lead a whole nation. But apparently it was taken that way by several people, and I was very much resistant to that. And I do understand that I could voice it differently. And so I was thinking, why am I getting so worked up about this? Why am I getting so angry and defensive about this? And this core wound says that I just cannot let go of control. And that is very much true. And so I'm sitting here looking square at this aspect of control of mine. And in the book of Gene Keys, I love the Gene Keys. In the book of Gene Keys, written by Richard Rudd, it is clearly stated that in order to access my gift, the only thing that I have to do is to really be of service. It's to get off the control and to really change my mind, to have a mind shift and to really ask myself the question, how can I be more of service? How can I shift this? And when I looked at my control issue, I felt my clump, I felt the wound in my chest slowly dissipating. It went away when I was thinking about, okay, how can I be of service? How can I use this in my advantage and in the advantage of the other people? And when I made that mind shift, I felt peace settling in me. I felt the serenity. I felt the clarity. Yes, this is the right thing. And so I think it's so beautiful how human design and the gene keys have helped me in the past as well to understand better where my blockages are in order for me to manifest the life that I desire. So that was a major breakthrough yesterday that I wanted to share with you. As you can see, it's so important to really sit with it. Even though we've done so much work, even though we have learned a lot, listened to a lot of podcasts, but we actually have to do the work. We actually have to sit with it. And it's not something that we do once and then it disappears. It's something that we have to do on a continuous basis, that we have to do on a daily basis. And I really find that even though yesterday was day 3, I already started manifesting things that were just really crazy. But I'll tell you about it in my next video so that I don't make this video too long because I don't want to make it absolutely too long. So that was it. I hope you're having a wonderful day, that it is as sunny as it is here. Take your time to contemplate yourself. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of wealth and prosperity. And the first person to recognize that must always be yourself. So acknowledge your feelings, sit with it, don't be ashamed about it. Just be curious about it and give yourself the attention that you absolutely deserve. So that was my video for today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.